Lame. I can't.
No one can handle her. As you know, she's such a problem employee. But I'm not sure if I'll be the right mentor. You're the only person we can count on.
Tom, this project is amazing. Yep, I'm going to try my best.
Trouble Busters!
My name is Tom. I'm a 60-year-old rank-and-file employee.
Tom, Mr. Sampson is asking for you.
What? You want me to mentor the CEO's relative? No one can handle her. As you know, she's such a problem employee. Yeah, I've heard rumors about her. I heard she never works. She's just playing around all the time. I mean, I don't really know because we work in different departments. You're exactly right, and I'd like you to be in charge of her. But I'm not sure if I'll be the right mentor. Right now, everyone in our company is busy except for one department, since we're developing new products. You're one of the most veteran employees in our company. You're the only person we can count on. What? We'd like you to understand. So, that was how I was assigned to mentor Molly, the biggest problem employee in our company.
What? You have a problem?
I heard rumors about you, but you really don't work at all, huh?
What is this? Are you telling me what to do?
No, it was just a comment, and what I'm about to say now is gonna be guidance. You're being paid, so you should do your work, that's all.
Look, if I'm gonna work if anything happens...
I'd be responsible for whatever you do as your mentor. Yeah, you don't have to remind me.
Really? Well, all the guys who were assigned to be my mentor didn't seem to like that, so they never let me do anything.
Ha! I'm not a wimp.
Well, I guess you have nothing to lose.
Watch your mouth.
You seem to be different from the other geezers who mentored me. You seem to be unintelligently intellectual.
Hey, again, watch what you say.
No one talked to me like this before. I think I like you.
Huh? I'm not sure what exactly she liked about me, but she wasn't a problem employee at all. Molly immediately started focusing on work. Since she's young, she's a quick learner, and she gets her job done quickly. Molly's still 22, and she's young enough to become anything. Hey, Molly.
What is it, Tom?
You don't hate working, do you? You actually enjoy working.
You found out?
Because of this. You left this on your desk by accident.
Oh.
Were you pretending to be a problem employee?
I guess.
Why? Neither you or the company would gain anything from it.
I don't care about myself, but at least the higher-ups will gain something out of it.
Why? Wouldn't the company benefit from having you become a talented worker?
There's some people who don't agree with that.
Oh.
Maybe he thinks that he'd jeopardize his position if he ends up humiliating his relative's daughter. Oh, I don't know.
What the heck? That's such a lame reason.
Yeah, right? I enjoy working with you because you don't give me a special treatment, but I'd probably enjoy my job more if only you worked for product development department.
I don't understand.
Huh?
It's not fair that you don't get to do what you want to do just because the grown-ups are trying to protect themselves.
Oh, Tom.
I gotta do something about this.
Huh? Hey, where are you going?
The adults keep trying to protect themselves, and I can't let them sacrifice Molly over that. I'm not letting them get away with it. Trouble Busters!
What? No way! Unbelievable!
I brushed up the proposal you came up with by just a bit.
Just a bit? No way! This project is amazing, Tom!
Molly, this was your project to begin with. You're in charge of it.
Yep, I'm going to try my best.
All right, Molly's fight starts now, and I need to make sure I fight mine, too. Good old days. Thanks to Molly, I feel like I'm younger again. Huh? Are you asking us to transfer Molly to product development department? Yes, we can't do that. Huh? Why not? Did you read her proposal? It's an amazing project. Have you forgotten everything after being removed from the front line? Huh? Look, Ms. Molly is still on probation. It's way too early for us to approve a project proposal submitted by someone who's still on probation. Even though she's the CEO's relative, we have a company policy where we don't approve any project proposals until the proposing employee has worked with us for at least 1 year. No exception. I don't really get it, but anyway, just transfer Molly to Product Development Department. Were you even listening? Why are you trying to force it? I already said no! Molly is a talented worker who wouldn't let anyone down. It's only going to be a loss for the company if we were to just let her talent sleep for an entire year. Do you get it, you idiot? Did you just call me an idiot? Oh, shut up. How was she even seen as a problem employee? Molly is just a good girl who wanted to do a good job. You guys are the problem employers who didn't even care to see her true nature. What are you doing here? People like her won't last long. They just want to stand out. They have no manners and they don't know how to talk to their superiors. They'll run with things halfway done and they'll cause trouble for sure. When did Molly ever cause any problem? I've been making sure to keep her under control, so that's why she hasn't caused any problem. Then it's all in your imagination. You can't say those things based on your assumption. What do you mean control her? You're only neglecting her. You're not even trying to know anything about Molly. You're not even listening to her, and you can't be making all those things up. How dare you talk to me like that? Can I have a moment? Oh, is that voice Oscar? It's fine for you to discuss things passionately, but keep it down, please. I could hear you outside this meeting room. I'm sorry about that. But I guess it saves time from asking you questions. Oh, Mr. COO! I read it. Huh?
I wanted Tom to take a look at my proposal after I revised it again, and I ended up running into Oscar on the way.
It's a wonderful project. Speaking from the conclusion, we'd like to consider moving forward with Molly's project. No way! I'll approve this exception. Yay!
Thanks, Oscar.
But Mr. COO, even though she's the CEO's relative, we can't be making exceptions like this. You might be right about that. Right? I'm against this! Even if she fails, she probably thinks she won't get in trouble because she's the CEO's relative. She thinks she's special.
Huh? I never thought that way of myself.
Molly, you should think about what Samson is trying to say. It's not about how exactly you think or feel, but Samson is concerned that the others might perceive it that way. Isn't that so, Samson? Exactly. I'm not opposing it for no reason. Wouldn't it be considered favoritism to approve Molly's proposal if we had to break our company policy for it? I wanted to make sure we have counter plans in case the others would say so. Then why didn't you assign Molly to the Product Development Department? Huh? The fact that people would think you're playing favorites for Molly and the fact that you didn't let her transfer to product development are two separate subjects. I'd understand if you let her go to the department she wants to go to and tell her to follow the rules and wait 1 year before she proposes anything. But instead of doing so, you assigned Molly to the equipment and cleaning department. That's because I had my reasons. And what were those reasons? She's a 22-year-old girl who's only handling equipment orders, invoice checks, and cleaning. This is a loss for the entire company. Even though her proposal was amazing, there's no point if it's just some random ideas, right, Mr. COO? That's true. She thinks she could propose anything because she doesn't have to be responsible in case it fails. She's not convincing at all when she's not risking anything, and I wouldn't want to move forward with a project that was proposed by someone like that. You have a point. Tom, anything to say about this? Nope, this project will go well for sure. You can say anything you want. Then what about my advancement? What? Huh?
Huh?
If there are any problems with Molly's project and the product cannot be developed, I'll resign. Would that be good enough?
Wait, Tom?
Okay, for someone with your tenure to put your employment at stake, we have no choice but to make an exception. I'm sure the others would agree to this too. You can't take it back later.
Tom, I'm not so sure if you should.
Don't worry. Once things fall into their place, this product will sell explosively. My intuition says so, so you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
This was how Molly's project was approved by the company. However... What? Cutting down the budgets? The reason was as follows. The heat-resistant product that our company had produced ended up failing, and the company ended up with a huge inventory and loss from it. And with that taking effect, all projects had to end up with a budget cut. He explained how this is the case of all projects, and it wasn't just Molly's project.
Tom.
The project itself has already started. We need to do what we can with the limited amount of budget.
We can't. This project will be all about trial and error until the project is developed. We can't neglect safety. If the company is going stingy on that, we'll end up sending out incomplete product for the public. It's a waste of time and money if we're going to develop a product that we can't release to our customers. Besides...
Since we work for the company, we need to follow their directions. Regardless of whether you're successful or you end up failing, you should take this challenge as an experience and keep working at it.
But you're putting your job on stake.
I'm only gonna be quitting my job 5 years sooner than I planned. It's not a big deal. Anyway, everything is gonna depend on the limited number of times you'll get to conduct. If you don't have the budget, you need to use it wisely. I'll be responsible for everything. I'll tolerate any failure, I'll tolerate any challenge. Whether you fail or succeed, that's going to be beneficial for you, right?
Got it. I won't whine anymore. I'm going to give it all my best until the very end.
That's good. Let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, the project ended up terminating because it couldn't continue. I guess the miracle never happened.
That's not fair.
Huh?
I mean the budget.
Samson has already explained that in advance. Your project wasn't the only project that got a budget cut. When you work for a company, you can't just whine because you got a budget cut.
But budgets matter a lot in a project. And a lot of the projects end up failing, terminating, and so on.
And yet some other projects were still successful. Do you understand what this means? It means you guys didn't try hard enough and you weren't talented enough. What a shame. So, what's gonna happen again if results weren't accomplished? I know. Please, take this. I guess there are always risks when you try to win big. Molly, do you understand now? This world isn't so easy on you, and you'd better stop underestimating it. You should just be spoiled by the people around you from now on. The best thing you could ever do for this company is not to do anything at all. Do you get it? You'd better not try to do anything extra from now on. If you're going to promise me that, I don't mind tearing apart Tom's LOR. What would you say?
What?
What do you want to do? I don't care either way. There's no reason for you to apologize.
Uncle.
CEO! Molly, you don't have to apologize. Tom doesn't have to quit either. Sir, I don't mean to argue with you, but this was something that we agreed on in exchange for making an exception for Molly. Don't you think you're bringing in personal emotions by trying to help them out in this situation? You would have been right. But this budget cut was informed to them as if you were cheating by giving a hand later when playing rock, paper, scissors. This is something that was out of exceptions for Molly and Tom, and there's a room for negotiation. But every department was under the same condition.
The project size was different. It's nonsense for you to treat their project the same as the others. Oscar, who's in high school, scored 50% on his exam as he came home. And his mother asked him, why does his younger brother, who's in first grade, score 100% on his test, but you can't score the same? Oscar, would you agree with if you were asked that?
That's a crazy example. He's exactly got the point.
But that's not going to make us look good for making such an exception.
That's right! If she doesn't end up with any damage, the others will think that she could do whatever she wants by using her connections. And that's gonna be a loss for the company and for you, too!
I've considered that too. Molly, Tom, I'd like the two of you to transfer to Product Regeneration Department. Until you accomplish results there, please think that transferring to Product Development will be out of the question.
Understood. Thank you very much.
Huh? Product Regeneration Department? Does that mean I get to propose projects again?
Yeah, but it's different from development.
That's way too light of a consequence for them to take.
I agree. They ended up failing after we made an exception for them. I believe they deserve to be transferred back to the equipment and cleaning department.
That's way too heavy of a consequence. I just said that you can't ignore the fact that the budget cut played a great role in the failure of the project. I believe they should return what they owe us after failing the project by actually making one successful. Unlike Product Development Department, accomplishing results at Product Regeneration Department is extremely challenging. They'd have to come up with ways to sell the products that ended up with large inventory. The CEO is right. That's probably what they should do to make up for it. But Molly might end up being successful if she were to be sent to Product Regeneration Department. And when that happens, my position would end up switching with Molly's. And to prevent that from happening, I need to do what it takes to suppress Molly. That's what I need to accomplish. I know. Molly's project. I would understand if you were to hand me over Molly's project.
What?
We made an exception. You had a huge talk about it. Regardless of the outcome, Tom's actions could be considered an overreach of authority. And under normal circumstances, it would not have been unreasonable for him to face some sort of penalty for that alone. However, out of generosity and consideration for my employees, I chose to overlook even that. I believe granting this level of leniency is hardly excessive. Wouldn't you agree, sir? You would be fine with that, right, Molly?
Fine, I'll take that condition.
Mr. Steven, as long as we make a project successful and bring profit to the company, we ultimately don't care who's in charge of the project, are we?
Sure, Uncle. I'll give up my project to Oscar.
So, it's decided! And now, as long as I make this project successful, I'm sure I can secure my chair as the next CEO. And I'll think about what to do with Molly and Tom when my time comes.
We got saved, Tom.
Saved? What are you talking about, Molly? I welcome this outcome. Actually, it's exactly the way I planned it.
Huh? What do you mean?
I only fight wars that I know for sure I won't lose. Here, let me tell you.
Huh? What?
All right, time to retaliate. After Molly and I were transferred to Product Regeneration Department, we started to clear up the inventory of the men's AC jacket that were known to be fashionable, but too heavy and expensive by converting them into pet clothes. They were sold explosively. It became a huge hit, and Molly and I were certain that we'd be the MVPs of the year. Yay! 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 On the other hand, the two guys who keep plotting evil things were in trouble.
About the project that Oscar took over from Molly, but there has been a lot of problems with the product and we're postponing the production. Oh no!
Why? It's because you neglected the risk management of the product.
What did you just say?
We weren't talking to you, Tom.
You should probably talk to and listen to the person who's accomplished so much for our company. Huh?
What do you mean by that?
I thought Tom was just assigned to equipment and cleaning department his entire career. That's only after he was transferred to the HQ. He wanted to be in that department. What?
Didn't you think about why I knew so much about the company's situation and how I was able to have our CEO take so much action? You were overly confident to have not done your research about your enemy. On the other hand, I have my eyes to read people that I've cultivated over my years of experience, and I can tell what kind of people the two of you are, and I know that I'm right. Oh, shut up. I don't care if you know how to read people or what. I can already see whether you're good at your job or not just by considering the fact that you work for equipment and cleaning department. And you're wrong, so that's why you're where you are today, right? Who on earth are you?
Samson!
What is it, Mr. Oscar?
Why didn't you research about Tom? Why?
It's because he was clearly casted out from the promotion league.
That's not a valid excuse for neglecting your research.
Let me see. Yikes! What? He was a board member?
How dare you judge him by his looks?
If only either one of you did your research, you guys might have stopped me from being transferred to the product regeneration department. But you guys assumed my talent without doing your research.
Tom is right. If only either of us did our research.
This is happening because you judged me for being a rank-and-file employee, and Molly as just a young airhead. And you decided to take over Molly's project without even taking a close look at it. What?
Were you calculating that too?
Yes! I calculated in the fact that you guys were the type of people who can't calculate.
Ah!
I then proceeded to explain how Molly's project would lead us to a huge gain if we were to be successful, but we had to ensure we conducted meticulous tests and trials in order to make that happen. You guys probably got flustered because we were accomplishing results faster than you guys. Are we gonna finish the sample tests and start putting the product in the manufacturing line?
That's right! Hurry!
But I believe that's a little too soon.
Tom and Molly ended up turning trash into a huge hit product. If we're late any more than we are already, we'll never get promoted.
But
we made some decent samples, right? And there weren't any problems, right? Then give it a go.
For you to send out the product without assuring its safety, that's such a gamble.
Shut up! It's because you guys worked too hard. Your products were all defective, and it's all because Samson and Oscar underestimated their jobs. I'll be responsible for it at the end of the day as the CEO, but Oscar, please don't ever expect yourself to become the CEO. No way! Then who's going to be the next CEO? That's not your concern at this point. You're exactly right.
in this way, Oscar's dream of becoming the next company president was completely shattered, and Samson was also eliminated from the race for promotion. On top of that, both were given disciplinary actions commensurate with their serious mistake. Once so confident and full of pride, the two found it increasingly uncomfortable to remain at the company, and ultimately chose to resign voluntarily. Given their age, it was already difficult enough to find new employment.
I really suggest you not hire Samson. You should hire me instead.
No! Oscar is such a failure. He's a terrible person. The two then descended into an unseemly battle to undermine each other, and it seems unlikely that either of them will ever again find stability or peace as full-time employees.
What? For me to become the CEO?
Yes, I need to go back and be CEO of Full Max Company again. Ms. Melanie, who's the substitute CEO at this time, has been extremely upset.
He said he'd only be in charge for 3 days, but he hasn't been back in 3 years. It's completely ridiculous.
So, Molly, I'll leave this company to you.
But
I'm having the others support you. There won't be anyone who would look at you in a weird way anymore.
Okay, I'll try my best.
And so, Molly became the next CEO here.
So why aren't you promoted?
Huh?
You accomplished to push Molly to become the CEO.
I don't care about being the board member or having a high position. I don't get to gamble if I were to be in those serious positions.
I want you to give me some of your extra money.
Hello, this is Tom from Equipment and Cleaning Department.
Hey Tom, can you come here right now?
Sure! Trouble Busters!